Tuesday. It is April 28th, 2020 today. We are in week 6 of remote learning, day 2. Hope you guys are doing well. I miss you so much, and I'm excited to go into the classroom tomorrow and get all my stuff and make those new packets for you. Friendly reminder, those are going to be ready Thursday. So if you finish your packet early, you're more than welcome to go up there and turn that in and get the new one. But please make sure that your old packet is done so you can just turn that in and pick up the new one and be on your way to start next week. So let's jump in. My question for the day is, I'm asking a similar question that I did a couple weeks ago. What do you want me to do in this video? So I only had one response, which I was a little disappointed about, and it was Bailey. She said that she wanted me to dance around to Baby Shark. So I'm on it, Bailey. That video is coming. Don't you worry. But I'm just waiting for a couple of things. And then that will be coming. But if there's like a special song that you missed from our classroom that you want to sing, or something like that that's from class that you miss, comment down below and we'll do it in those videos. Just let me know and I'm in. Let's do it. My shout out for the day is to Carson. Hi, Mr. Carson. I hope you're doing well. I hope that your family's hanging in there and your baby sister's doing good. I miss you guys so much and I hope you're all doing great. I hope to connect with you on Zoom. I'm excited about that, so I'll see you soon. Okay, we're on chapter 7 today, so let's look at our questions. So number 1 for chapter 7 is, how do honey guides and humans work together? Okay, how do honey guides and humans work together? And then number 2, how did Jack and Annie help scatter the bees? These are interesting questions when we don't really know what's going on. And then the third one is, what do you predict will happen to the Maasai warrior? Sounds like a lot is about to happen in this chapter. All right, chapter 7. Hi there. The forest was cooler than the sunny plains. It was filled with shadows and bird calls. Where are you? Jack shouted. Here, said Annie. He found her in a thick glade. Bright rays streamed between the trees. Green leaves and vines swayed in the dappled light. The little gray bird sat in a tree, twittering at them. Yuck, what's that? Said Annie. She pointed at a round brown thing hanging from a low branch. Bees buzzed around it. If that's her nest, it's a pretty weird nest, said Annie. That's not a nest, said Jack. It's a beehive. Don't you see the bees? Yikes, said Annie. She stepped back from the tree. But the little bird darted at the beehive and pecked at it. What's she doing? Said Annie. The bird kept pecking at the hive. I don't know. Maybe she's as nuts as you, said Jack. Look her up in the book, said Annie. See if she says she's nuts. Are you kidding? Said Jack. That nutty bird isn't going to be in this book. Just look. Jack opened his Africa book. He kept turning the pages just as he thought there was no gray bird in the book. Forget it, he said. Keep looking, said Annie. Jack turned one more page, and there it was, a little gray bird, a beehive, and a tall painted warrior with a spear. I don't believe this, said Jack. He read aloud. This bird is called a honey guide. It's both a friend and helper to the Maasai people, an African tribe known for their fierce fighting skills and bravery. So, honey guide. Remember, the first question is, how do honey guides and humans work together? I'm going to read it one more time, okay? This bird is called a honey guide. It's both a friend and a helper to the Maasai people, an African tribe known for their fierce fighting skills and bravery. Hi, honey guide, Annie called to the bird. I knew you were important. Jack kept reading. Okay, pay attention. Here's your answer. The honey guide leads a Maasai tribesperson to a beehive. The bird waits for him or her to scatter the bees and take the honey. Then the bird feasts on the honeycomb. That's cool, said Jack. They work together like zebras and wildebeest and gazelles. Yeah, said Annie, and she wants us to be her helpers. We have to scatter the bees and leave her the honeycomb. How do we do that? Said Jack. He looked back at the book. It didn't say how. Well, maybe we could wave those weeds at them, said Annie. She pointed to some bright green plants. They looked like giant fans. Jack put his book in his backpack down. He and Annie pulled up the weeds. They waved them near the tree, and the bees scattered. Next, Jack grabbed the tree branch and jiggled it. The hive fell to the ground and broke open. Annie stooped and stuck her finger into the gold honeycomb. Yummy, she said when she tasted the honey. Try it. Jack stuck his finger in the honeycomb. Can you see the bird? It's right there. That's the honey guide. So don't forget, how did Jack and Annie help to scatter the trees? What did they use? Okay. He licked off the golden honey. It was the sweetest honey he had ever tasted. Now the honey guide can get to her honeycomb, said Annie. Yeah, but she better hurry before the bees come back, said Jack. It's weird, said Annie. Honey's so sweet and good, but to get it, you have to go past a lot of dangerous bees. Oh man, whispered Jack. That's it. That's what, said Annie. Jack said Morgan's riddle. I'm the color of gold and as sweet as can be, but beware of the danger that's all around me. What am I? I get it, Annie whispered. Honey. Honey, said Jack, nodding and smiling. That's it. We've answered Morgan's riddle. Let's go home. He stood up to leave. He gasped. Everyone gasped. Standing in the shadows was a tall man with a spear and a curved sword hanging from his belt. His face was painted in fierce, bright colors. Jack knew at once what he was, a Maasai warrior. Hi there, Annie said in a small voice. T-H-E-E-N-D, the end. The end. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we were right. There's a lot going on in that chapter. Okay, so for the first question, how do honey guides and humans work together? Remember, I read it a couple times and I told you where it was. So if you need to go back, you can go back. Or like I said, I have the YouTube video linked that has the entire book. So if you ever need to go back or forward, that's there for you, ready to go. So the honey guides, remember, are the birds, and they help the humans find the honeycomb. And then the humans take the honey, and the birds take the honeycomb, right? And then the second question is, how did Jack and Annie help scatter the bees? What did they use to scatter the bees? Did they just use their hands? No, they used something around them, right? So for this one, I want you to write a whole sentence. Jack and Annie use the leaves to scatter the bees. And just, you don't have to sound out scatter because it's right there. Scatter the bees. Okay? Sometimes we need a little help. And then the third question, what do you predict? Remember, predict means your opinion. What do you think is going to happen? What do you predict will happen with the Maasai warrior? Uh-oh. Remember, so the man at the end of the chapter, what do you think is going to happen? Is he going to be nice? Is he going to be mean? I think some of us kind of know how these books go by now. You've read a good chunk of them. So is he going to be crazy, or is he going to be super nice and help them with something? What do we think? Okay, and write that there. And then visualize it. So draw a picture of something you visualized while reading this chapter. So remember, visualize means to close your eyes and think about what's happening while I'm reading, right? So what's one part that you saw in your head while I was reading, and then draw a picture of it, okay? And then we're going to work on numbers. So we've got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So I don't think you'll need number 7, but you've got all these little guys in a line, okay? Right here. And this is the first one, and this is the last one, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to look at each monster, and then you're going to find where it is in line, and then you're going to find the number that matches to it. So even though this is the first one here, that does not mean it's the first monster, okay? So let's look at where that monster is. I see this guy right here, and I see him right here. So how many monsters is that? First, second. Okay, so this is the second monster, okay? So you'll find second, there's second. You'll cut that out and you'll glue that right there. And then same thing. So let's find the little monster with the book. Where is he? There's actually 2 with the book, but one has 2 eyes and one has 1 eye. So that one's right there. So let's count how many that is. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So find 5th and then right, and then cut that out, not right. Cut that out and glue 5th right there. Okay? And then I think that's all you've got for today. Yep. And then we'll be on chapter 8 tomorrow. And then for math, you just have 2 pages, pretty easy. So yesterday we did composing and decomposing numbers. We're doing the same thing today, but you are drawing it yourself. Okay? So yesterday you can see that it was already there for you. Today it's just blank and it's going to ask you to do the drawings. Okay? Okay, so the first one says compose 16. So remember, when we compose numbers, we put them together. So I'm just going to use circles, but remember, when we compose, there's 10 in one circle and then the rest on the outside. So let's start with those 10. Okay. So I'm drawing my circle. You can do this at the same time as me. So I have my circle. I'm going to put 10 circles inside of here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's my 10 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we need to add 6 more, right? Because we have 16, so 10, and then however many more on the outside. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so you have 10 on the inside, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we take part plus part equals whole, right? Because remember, equal means the same. So the 2 parts together is the same as the whole number, okay? So 10 inside the circle plus 6. 10 inside the circle plus 6 equals, or is the same as 16. Okay, so your number sentence is 10 plus 6 equals 16. Now the next one says, use drawings to decompose 18. So remember, with decomposing, you take the whole number first and is equal or the same as part plus part. So whole number first, and then we circle some, put them in a part, and then count the rest, right? So I'm going to make 18 circles. You can make 18 circles with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I made them in rows of 6. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to circle, I want to circle 6. So I'm going to count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So how many are inside my circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then how many are on the outside of my circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have our whole number, 18 plus part 6 plus part 12. So 18 is the same as 6 plus 12, right? 18 is our whole number, is the same as 6 in the circle plus 12 on the outside, okay? So our number sentence is 18 equals 6 plus 12, okay? And then you'll do the same thing right here, and then we'll move on to the next 2 pages tomorrow. Like I said, if you want to go ahead, it's okay, because we're only doing 2 pages a day. That is up to you if you would like to be done a little bit early this week and have a long weekend. But please still watch the videos, because I will be sending out announcements and things like that. And then for science, you should just be finishing up these 4 season coloring. If you don't have the resources to cut and glue this, it's okay. But do your best to color it. Now in the next packet I will be putting more science and social studies, but it will all be optional. Because I know that was a little bit extra overwhelming for some people. So that won't be an issue. If you would like to do science and social studies, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, no worries. You don't have to. But that's all I've got for you today. Once again, make sure you comment something fun that you want to see in the videos, whether it's a fun song or an activity that we used to do in class. Bailey, I'm on that baby shark. I will have that to you shortly. I just need to find the song. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Get all your work done. Make sure you're proud of yourself today and make sure you're doing your very, very best. Okay? I'll see you guys soon. Bye.